Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mr. Wii here, and I'm back with another video game review. For this edition, we will be taking a look at Balloon Fight for the original Nintendo Entertainment System. I must say that Balloon Fight is definitely an enjoyable video game. Just floating around on your balloon and whatnot is just very fun, and the gameplay is so enjoyable in this game. It's something unique I get from this game that I normally don't get from other Nintendo Entertainment System games. So this game is definitely enjoyable. It's actually quite funny because me and the Redneck Gamer 777 were having comments on the Mario Kart 64 review, and we were talking a little bit, and he actually talked about how he likes to get authentic copies of video games. And what's actually quite funny is back in 2008, I had an original Nintendo Entertainment System, and man, I experienced it all with that system, just blowing on cartridges and whatnot. But it was pretty cool having an authentic Nintendo Entertainment System. So I guess the point I was trying to make is that I know what it's like experiencing old Nintendo Entertainment System games because the games were just truly magical. But anyhow, we are going to be taking a look at Balloon Fight. So, without further ado, let's get this review started, shall we? Let's take a look at Balloon Fight. Balloon Fight for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This game was one of the first games released on the NES, and this game had two main modes. The main mode and Balloon Trip, and both modes are very fun, and both modes offer something different, which I find refreshing for an NES game. The controls are very simple too. You tap the A button to move your balloon guy, and you use him to go over the enemies and beat them, which I think is really cool. Hey, you know what? Let me try out some Balloon Trip. It obviously can't be that frustrating. Darn! Ugh. Oh. Man, really? Darn it. Come on.
You suck, you jackass.
It's like the 10th time already, dang. 20th time now I died. Man. Balloon Trip is just so difficult. Why is this mode so difficult? But nonetheless, it's so fun and addicting. Grrr. Anyhow, let's talk about the development of Balloon Fight, shall we? Balloon Fight actually came out in the arcades first. This game was actually developed by Nintendo themselves, and this game was a great game to play on the Nintendo Entertainment System. It came out back on the Famicom back in Japan on January 22nd, 1985, and then later in North America, a while actually, over a year later in June 1986. Okay, now it's time to talk about the gameplay of Balloon Fight now. The gameplay of Balloon Fight is very enjoyable. There are two main modes in this game, and I already touched base on them earlier in this review. The controls are very smooth in this game, and this game is easy to master and understand. There are even bonus games in Balloon mode, and you have to get all the balloons and not miss any, which I feel is great. This game does get progressively harder, and despite Balloon Trip being frustrating, it's frustrating in a fun and addictive way. So that's one good thing I can say about Balloon Trip is that it was fun and not super frustrating, although it can be sometimes. Sorry about that, I'm kinda weird. Overall, the gameplay of Balloon Fight is great. So, what are my final thoughts about Balloon Fight? All in all, I really enjoyed Balloon Fight for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This was a really good game back in the day, and of course this game wasn't a system seller, but it was a nice supplemental game like other NES games just to pass the time. Like I stated in my review, the Balloon Trip mode, while frustrating, I can't stress that enough in this review, it definitely was addicting and fun to play. Not only that, the main mode was fun as well, and it was cool that it got progressively harder, and being able to pop the balloons in the bonus games was definitely really enjoyable as well. So all in all, and another thing too is that it had super simplistic controls, which I think is great. So all in all, Balloon Fight I definitely recommend for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and I give this game an 8 out of 10. Guys, thank you so much for viewing my videos. I appreciate the views I've gotten on my past 3 reviews. They've gotten 50 plus views. So just thanks for the support, and I'll try to have another review up soon. So see you guys later, bye.